Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to one more session on Hitcon Hit Talk. As we are all are aware, this is basically a series of awareness uh, webinars from Hitcon on various topics related which are useful to the doctors and healthcare professionals in general. Today, we are having an esteemed faculty, Dr. Alok Modi from Mumbai has joined us today, and he will be discussing about how to transfer files between Android and Windows. जो हम लोग रोज करते हैं कि we have got a lot of stuff in our mobile which we wanted on laptop and or on desktop and other way around. So this is a very practical talk which is useful in day-to-day practice. Dr. Alok Modi is a consulting physician and diabetologist practicing in Mumbai. He has got his own hospital, but I will rather than a doctor, I will prefer to call him a techno diabetologist because he is very keen on using technology in day-to-day practice. Sir has delivered various talks in various conferences across India on subjects related to technology. Of course, he delivers talks on hypertension and diabetes and all, but he has got delivered lots of talk on technology at various podiums, and he is associated with Hitcon since long. So we are lucky to have with us today Dr. Alok Modi, who will be talking on to the subject. And once again, on behalf of Team Hitcon, I welcome you all on this one more session of Hitcon. Even after this program finishes, the same YouTube link will be useful to view this program in future. So you can forward to your friends who could have missed this session because of some way or the other reason. Dr. Alok Modi, welcome to Hitcon Hit Talk. All yours now.
Well, a very good evening to all of you, and it's always very nice to see doctors getting married to technology from after having done their graduations and post graduations in medical science. It brings me back to my old days, when we had got good marks in 12th standard and we were toppers. And when I got admitted in St. GS Medical College, respected Dean Sir Parulekar Sir told us, "You're the cream of society and you've decided to take the medical profession." And I so wonder, suppose I had taken computer engineering, where would I have been? At that time I used to think. And today we are happy because things are moving in such a way that we are able to get best of both the worlds as doctors. As the other way around, there are a lot of people who are in the technology side, they're using Google to become tech savvy doctors. Of course, we can play with technology and not land up in trouble, but people using medical knowledge through Google can end up in trouble. So I think that is something privileged for us that we can be doctors, but you can't be doctors by reading Google. Before I start, I would like to thank Pragnesh Bhai and the entire organizing committee of Hitcon team for giving me the support every time. I would like to thank them. They're doing a wonderful job and they're educating a lot of doctors. I've heard from many doctors. They're very happy after listening to the sessions which are held every year. And I would like to welcome the respected members in the audience today. A lot of doctors and a lot of medical students, a lot of people are here who are interested in technology to make their lives better. And with the era of AI, artificial intelligence coming in, we are going to see a vast change. We are going to see an explosion of technology walking with us, probably, holding our hands in day-to-day life. We have started using Chat GPT. I've started using Chat GPT to generate prescriptions, to analyze patients' reports and get a differential diagnosis, get a second opinion rather than from my colleagues. Of course, ChatGPT cannot replace any doctor, but it's helping me give better patient care. So there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do with technology. But I'll focus myself on today's talk, that is how to transfer files. So you have movies, you have files, you have big movies, 2.4 gigabytes and all, which you have downloaded from you watched on your YouTube or you watched on your mobile, and you would like to take it to your laptop or to your tablet, Android tablet or iPad. You have some important confidential documents which you would like to share between your laptop and your mobile, and both ways, between the Android platform and Windows operating system and vice versa. Both are very different platforms. So talking with them becomes a little nightmarish unless you use certain good softwares which are there. And like I always say, a smartphone is a smartphone, not because, unfortunately, we are not smart to use a smartphone. We spend 1 lakh rupees to buy a phone. If we buy a Samsung Galaxy S22, S23 Ultra, and now S24 Ultra 5G is coming in very soon in the market, which will be at least 1 lakh plus. And we are buying those flip phones and we are buying these higher end OnePlus phones and so many phones we are buying. But we use them 90% of the time as a walkie-talkie. We just use them to hold conversations or at the most do WhatsApps and Facebook. There's so much more. There are so many apps. It can, literally help you translate uh, your languages. If you're in a foreign country delivering a lecture, you can be in Spain, France, you can be in any country. You can talk in English and the mobile will talk to you in the regional language. Make your life easy and vice versa. It can convert, give you the latest currency rates. It can file your tax returns. It can even tell you which gate your flight is boarding from, even before the airlines can tell you. And there are apps which can tell your spouse whether you are about to land or you have actually landed before even the airline help counter can tell your spouse. So she or he can actually see on the phone that your flight has actually landed or actually picked up. The data is pulled from the cockpit directly, legally and officially. So there's so many things you can do, so many things. We use it for finding out drug interactions. We use our mobiles to find out about latest papers and articles and latest research, and we share it across with our friends. So there are some good journals, review articles, some original articles we would like to share, and we would like to read it on the big screen on the laptop. We would like to watch some YouTubes which we have watched on the mobile, and we would like to watch it in a full definition 4K on the laptop. So many things are there. So that's the purpose of today's talk. How do we transfer the data? I'll show you how you can do it very easily, very seamlessly. There are multiple ways. I'll show you 7 ways of doing it. You pick up the way you like, but I would be focusing my talk between an Android phone and a Windows platform. I will not be touching an iPhone and I will not be touching a Mac because these are the platforms which I'm very comfortable with. I've been very savvy with them for last many years. And of course, they have their own advantages, the Mac and the iOS platforms, but they're a little more expensive. You literally get the same benefit on these platforms, practically free of cost and practically very cheap apps. The same apps on the iOS platforms cost a bomb. They cost much more. So I'll start with that. So the flow of today's talk would be how do you transfer? So these are the methods which are, let me start screen share first. I'm sorry. So let me walk you through that and I'll show you what I've done here. So I'll share my screen. So yeah. So I guess Pragnesh bhai, we can see, right? I mean, my screen is now visible. Once I confirm that, I'll
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, yes.
So these are the methods. I've just listed 8 methods. There are more than 15 to 20 methods. Believe me, there are a lot of methods. You can transfer the data which you want. Now, data is of many types. You can have a movie file, which could be a MP4 file. It could be a backpack file. Like, there are so many types of movie files. You can have an image file, a JPEG file, or a PNG file, or a raw data. You've used your mobile camera. The higher-end mobile cameras record in the raw format, which you can take in Photoshop or some other higher end softwares, and you can really put layers and manipulate the photograph in the way you want. So you don't really need a DSLR or a digital camera, a very costly camera. Your mobile works. So that photos are very precious and you would like to transfer it to your phone. So you can edit those photos. You can record videos of your patients, some good work that you have done. You can record some educational videos from your mobile, the high-end camera, and you would like to put banners over there, make a good video for a YouTube channel that you would like to use for educating the public. So that file, that big file, you would like to transfer from your mobile to your laptop. So there are so many usages in real life which you can do. So you can use a transfer through WhatsApp. You can transfer via Telegram. You can transfer via mail. Now, these three are very primitive methods which we have been using. They have some restrictions because you can't transfer a raw file measuring 1 GB or 2 GB via WhatsApp. It will take a long time. It will clog your server and it's not easy to do. Via email, there are restrictions. You can't mostly go beyond 25 megabytes in most of the email providers like Hotmail and Yahoo and Google, the leading ones. So these are other methods, nearby share and quick share. Then there's File Explorer, there's Samsung Flow, there's AirDroid. So I'll walk you through all that. So let me first start with via WhatsApp. So let me switch on my WhatsApp here. So here you can see my WhatsApp channel here. Now let me send a file to Pragnesh Bhai over here. So here I have Pragnesh Bhai and this is his WhatsApp. I want to send certain file to him. Now this WhatsApp which you are seeing is on my laptop. It's not on my mobile. So what I've done is I've shifted my WhatsApp to my laptop. And if you can see my screen here, I'll just show you my screen. I think you can see my entire screen. So let's
Yes, yes.
minimize my Chrome here. And you can see that I am also mirroring my phone. Okay, just let me get the mirror action working here. Yeah. I'm mirroring my phone here. So you can see my Android phone is connected
Yes.
wirelessly. You can see from my camera, this is my mobile. It's connected wirelessly. And whatever I'm doing here on my mobile, you can see on the screen live. So this is
Right.
called as a mirroring app. It's via Samsung Flow. There is AirDroid and there are at least 10 other beautiful apps which are there. Even Windows app is also available on Windows Store. So whatever I do on my mobile is seen live on my laptop and they're communicating wirelessly through the Wi-Fi. So if I were to open up WhatsApp here on my mobile, this is my WhatsApp. As you can see, the same WhatsApp which you see over here is also working on my laptop. Okay.
Right.
So it's the same account, the same mobile number. You can shift your WhatsApp to your laptop on four different hardwares at the same time. So my WhatsApp can run on one mobile and it can run on four different computers at the same time. And it makes it very easy because I can type better on a computer than on a mobile. And there are so many advantages of shifting data via WhatsApp rather than through the mobile. So if I'm shifting it through the mobile, as you can see over here, now this is my flow. Okay. Now this is my mobile. So suppose I want to shift data to Pragnesh Bhai. I can click this clip button and choose the data. So I can choose a document file, a camera. I can switch on the camera and click a live photo, which will go through WhatsApp. I can choose a photograph, a video, or an image file through gallery. I can choose a recording through audio. I can choose a catalog, which I might have used for creating a marketing flyer. I can give a quick reply and so on. I can send a Google Map live location where I'm situated right now. I can send certain important contacts. So if Pragnesh Bhai wants some important VIPs contacts in Gujarat right now, which have just interacted with me before the session. I can send that to you. And I can also create a poll, which is a not today's topic, but so the same thing I can cover here. So as you can see over here, when I'm clicking this plus button, I'm getting the same feature here, right? And this is your smileys, which you are all familiar with to send WhatsApp and smileys. So it's available on your desktop. So this feature. So suppose I click here, I pick up a document. So these are generally PDF files or Word files. So suppose I pick up a document. Let's say I have to send my CV for a program. The organizers want my CV. So I want to send the CV. So I open this and the CV gets loaded in the memory of my laptop or on my PC or on my mobile. You can do it from my mobile also, provided I should have the CV in the storage on my mobile. And I click send. So you can see my entire CV has gone to Pragnesh Bhai, right? You could see that. So that's how it goes through when you're sending it through a WhatsApp. Similarly, you can do the same thing with a Telegram. So just as you can shift WhatsApp to the laptop or Windows PC, you can also install Telegram here. So see, Telegram is there. Telegram app is there. I've not installed it on this computer, but you can also install it on the computer, or you can also what you can do is before we go into that, you can either install an API, an app of WhatsApp into your computer like any other application and run the show from there, or you can directly not load your resources, not load your RAM, but you can run WhatsApp from WhatsApp server. So when you're running WhatsApp, like I'm doing it over here, this is webwhatsapp.com. So what you can do is you can just type here WhatsApp web or webwhatsapp.com. Once you do that, it will take you to the server of WhatsApp where it will create a QR code. So you need to use your camera from within your WhatsApp, scan that QR code, and your WhatsApp from your mobile will run into your laptop or your computer. So let me show you that over here. So now what I'm doing is I'm running the Telegram. So see the same thing works here. I can create a Telegram on my laptop or on my computer through my QR code. So what I've done is I have typed over here web telegram. I need not even type web telegram. I can just type open up any browser. So this is Edge, Microsoft Edge, which I find is a better browser than Chrome, but that's individual. Suppose I type here telegram, web telegram or telegram web. This is where I come. So it searches, Google brings me over here. I come over here and what will happen is I will get the QR code. So this is the QR code I get. So it says open Telegram on your phone. So that's what I'm going to do. I would run my mirroring here so you can see at the same time. Say I'm opening Telegram on my phone here. Okay, this is my Telegram. It's opened up. Now what I do is I go into the settings over here. Okay, and once I go into the settings, Okay, now, okay. Now what I need to do is I go into the settings over here. I go to, I make myself visible and available here, and then I scan the QR code. Just give me a second. Let me seem to have lost that setting here. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, you have to go into settings, you have to go into devices. Now see here it is linked desktop device. So once you do that, now we come back to our browser. Here is where the QR code is. And as you can see on the screen, there is a small camera opening up. So I point my mobile towards the QR code here. And once I do that, it will pick up my login ID. Sometimes it happens like that, it doesn't pick up. So you can log in by phone number. So I just need to put in my phone number here. See, these things happen many times when your servers are busy. Sometimes the servers are very busy, they don't pick it up. So you can put your phone number here. See, this the way it's not picking up, it's very obvious that the servers are really tied up. Sometimes it troubles you like that, but once you're hooked onto it and once you're tied up, it goes very smooth. So you can pick it up like this, or you can go that way. So I've already done it with my WhatsApp, but it's not catching up here right now because I think the server is really tied up. Now it says here authorization successful, Telegram web. So, but it's not coming up here. So the server is busy. So let's hold on Telegram here for the timing. Sure. I'll show you on my phone here. So once I'm on Telegram, similarly, like suppose I can choose, I don't have Pragnesh Bhai is on Telegram right now. But suppose let's, I don't want to pick up any other contact. Let me pick up my wife. So I can show you, I can send her some data. So here is my wife, and I can pick up the data here. So I can again choose a file, a location, a contact, or a music file, or a photograph or a video from a gallery, or I can click a live photo here. So you can see I can pick up the data from my phone and send it across. So that way I can send it across to myself on my computer and I can download from there. So these are the two methods that I've covered for you, the WhatsApp and Telegram, but these are little primitive methods. Now, via email is something which is very basic and very similar. We've learned it in our school days also. So what you have to do is just log into your account. Let's say I've logged in into my Gmail account. So once I've logged in over here, what I have to do is I have to send a mail to myself. So I create a mail and I put my own address here. Okay. So it's little primitive. I give it a subject if I want. And what I do is I write whatever I want. Let's say I tell myself, dear Alok, here is the document. Okay. Now I can just attach this here and send it across. Now this doesn't make sense because I'm picking up data from my laptop and I'm sending it on Gmail and I'm sending it to myself. So it looks a little childish, but the advantage is huge here, up to 25 megabytes of file. Let's say I want to send some data here. Uh, let's say let's pick up some file from here. Let me let me get you some file which I'm comfortable sharing here. So okay, let's take this file. Night Merry Christmas Kevalia Hospital. I created a flyer over there. Let's open this. Okay. Now this has got loaded here as you can see, and I sent it across. Now Kevalia Hospital is my hospital, so this mail has come back to me. Now what do? Is I open up Gmail. Now let me show you the flow here on my mobile here. Yeah. Now as you can see over here. Now I open up Gmail. This is my screen. So I can either go into Gmail from here or I have already taken Gmail on my desktop on my mobile. So it makes my life easy. So I open up Gmail here. Okay. The moment I open up now, I've got tons of Gmail addresses running with my hospital. I open up my primary Gmail address, which is alpalok@gmail.com. And as you can see, here is the mail which I've sent to me on my mobile, and I can download this file right from my mobile. So I get this data on my mobile, which I picked up from the laptop. So both need not be on the same Wi-Fi network. Both can have their independent internet access. So I've moved the data from my laptop into my mobile via self-emailing to myself, or I can send it to any other email to which I have access to. So basically, this is how it works. But there is a limitation to which you do it, and I think this is a little childish and a primitive method. Now we come to the real gold standard methods, the methods which are actually methods which are followed across the world, which are professional methods. And so, having covered these methods, I've covered these three methods for you. So, let's forget them for the time being. Let's cover this method. This is nearby share, a very important method. And quick share, this is another very important method. Nearby share is by Google. If you don't have it, you can download it and install it on your laptop. It also comes inbuilt into your Android phone because Google is the owner of Android. Google Android software is a proprietorship of Google. So it's there in everybody's phone. Only thing is we are not aware of it. Quick share is something which is similar to nearby share, but it is something which is only exclusive to Samsung phones. So if you have a Galaxy phone or a Samsung, you'll have quick share. Now, if I'm correct, I may be wrong here, pardon me for that, but quick share now is available for non-Samsung phones. So I haven't tried it. I haven't tried to install quick share in non-Samsung phones and see whether it runs or not, because I've been using Samsung phones only. I'm a big fan of Samsung. So you guys can try that. You can download quick share and see if it's available, and does it get installed and does it work on a non-Samsung phone. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. So now I will run you through nearby share. Now, what is this nearby share? Now, this is nearby share. As you can see over here, this is nearby share. So you can just go into your laptop or Windows computer and type nearby share, and you will get nearby share. If it's not there, you can install it. So see here, nearby share from Google. So you can open this. Once you open this, this is how this screen opens up. So you need to log in here, and you can say this is obviously my PC, so Alok's PC. Now, nearby share gives you a couple of settings for your security. You can receive the file from everyone. So whosoever is around you, physically, geographically, and has got nearby share on their mobile, can receive and transfer data. So the risk of hacking increases. So that's one thing. You can receive from contacts of your choice, and you can restrict it that it will receive only from your device. So you have to log in your device and lock in your device with nearby share, and they both have to be in the same Gmail address. Remember, this is from Google, right? This is made by Google. So it will not work on a Hotmail or a Yahoo address. It will work only if you have a Gmail address. So you have to have the same Gmail address on your phone as well as your laptop. And if you're working in a public place, let's say you're at the airport or something on a public Wi-Fi, and you don't want this setting to be run, you can keep it hidden, use it when you want, and convert the setting to hidden, and then nothing will come. So let's keep it open for everyone. When you're using it, it's best to keep it open for everyone. For the timing, it gives you more privileges and leverage. So as you can see, this is my icon. I have logged into my alpalook@gmail.com on my nearby share on my laptop. And let me send a file from my laptop to my mobile. So I select a file. So let's say I had given this talk on artificial intelligence and clinical decision making on 10th of November for a national conference. I want to send this file to my mobile. So I send it here. I click this file, I send it open. Now it will start searching. Now see, it could search my mobile here. This is my Galaxy 22, which is present here. Now the important thing is they both have to be connected on the net, and they both have to be Bluetooth enabled. Nearby share does not use a lot of data from Wi-Fi. It depends on Bluetooth. So you can ask me one very basic question. If it is Bluetooth which is being used, why can't you directly send the file via Bluetooth? Because both the mobile and the laptop have Bluetooth accessibility. It becomes a little cumbersome and slow. That's why the system has become more popular. So preferably use Bluetooth through nearby share. So I click on my mobile. It sends me a pin. Now see, as you can see on the screening, this is my mobile screen. It is asking me, do you want to accept or decline? I accept. Once I accept, you can see the file is the PowerPoint has started coming into my mobile, right? And the mobile, my PowerPoint is here. It has reached here. Now it goes into the downloads folder. If you see your mobile structure, the file explorer, there is a download folder. So if you go into your image, I'll do one thing. I'll go back here. Let me open for you guys the inbuilt file explorer, which is there in every phone. So here is my files. This is the app which is inbuilt by Google, right? So whether you've got a Motorola phone, a OnePlus phone, or a Samsung phone, it is inbuilt. Now there is an internal storage and there are cloud storages. So I go into the internal storage, and as you can see, there are multiple folders. This Android folder is the one which you should not be using because that is the operating system, which you can see over here. try to avoid using these folders. So just go into the internal folder. There is a document folder and a download folder. These are there inbuilt into any phone. The DCM folder is a folder where all your movies and your photos are stored when you use your camera. So I go into the download folder and see there is this nearby share folder which comes inbuilt the moment you have the app. I double click, here is my PowerPoint. Artificial intelligence in clinical decision making. You can see that. So it's so wonderful. It took hardly any time. And can you see the size 28 MB? So a big file. Now, if you were to send it via email, it becomes so cumbersome that you load it into your email. It will take time to get loaded. Then you come back to your mobile, download it over there. Again, it will go into the download folder, then open it. So it becomes a little cumbersome. Now let me do the reverse process. Now I'll show you how to do the reverse process, how you can send files from your mobile using nearby share to your computer. So for that, what we need to do is first we need to select the file. So let me go back here. Let me know. I'm more comfortable with a file explorer called as FX. I'll show you what is FX a little later. I'm not very comfortable with that inbuilt file explorer. This gives me more liberty. So let me just do it for your comfort level. Let me use that file explorer which is inbuilt so that you are comfortable with that right now. And this is a timetable which we are running for Dr. Patni Saab for when we ran the workshop on diabetes for the EPDS group. So this is a timetable which I want to share. Okay. Now this is just 142 KB. Let me do something bigger than this so I can illustrate what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, I don't have big files here right now. Uh, this can actually send files around
You can
50 to
transfer
100
back the
GB.
same file.
Sorry.
You can transfer back the same file.
Okay, let me see if I've got some video here. That will be a better thing, Pragnesh bhai. Those are bigger files. Let's go to the camera. Let me see if I can transfer that. Now, see, these are big files. When you're recording photos and videos, you get much bigger files. So let's pick up a big file here. Let's pick up one second. Hmm. Sorry, you were giving some suggestion, Pragnesh bhai. You were saying
I,
something.
I was just telling you can send the same file back, which was bigger.
Yeah, I can do that, but then that will not give me validity. People will say कि cheating कर रहा है, झूठ दिखा रहा है. So I want to show something different here. Let me pick up this file, or I'll try to send a song which I love. Let me feel a little more comfortable since this is also 5 MB. So okay, let's do something different here. I hope I've got some bigger documents here. Okay, let me send you guys my Aadhaar card. Though it's okay, it's a small file. I'm trying to capture a bigger file here. Mm, Please give me a minute. We have time here. Uh, okay, these are Bhagavatam chapters which I read when I'm traveling. So these are audio files which I listen on the flight, so I can do my puja at the same time. Um I think I'll go back to the camera folder and pick up some good image file. I'll show you guys first what file I'm transferring. Okay, now this is an image file. This is an insulin appreciation file which we are running there. So you have seen this file, right? So this is something which I want to send to my laptop. So I pick up this file. So whatever I pick up, whether I pick up this image file or document file or whatever, what you need to do is you need to identify this button. You see this button? This is a share button. You see this button here? This is the standard button, a triangle kind of a button, which is called as a share button. Click on that, and then you get multiple options. So you get huge amount of options. So when you're shifting from a mobile, you can send this file via WhatsApp, via File Explorer, via Telegram. Now I've got two WhatsApps. I've got a business WhatsApp and a normal WhatsApp. That's beyond today's topic, so I won't cover that. There is Gmail, there is Insta, there is Facebook. So you can send that data to whichever place you want, right? Now this is the image file which we picked up when we were running, when we were there for RSSDI. So I'm using this nearby share. So once I do that, see now it's recognized. Now it's going to look for nearby devices. Now let's come to my nearby share. Let's make it free now. Now see, it's recognized my device here and it is sending the pin. Now it has started sending the file here. Okay. Now it will come to my nearby share on my laptop as a file coming from Alok Galaxy S22. So as you can see here, now on my laptop it is saying Alok's mobile, or that is Galaxy S22, wants to share an image. Do I accept or do I decline? This is very important because if you're getting it from an unknown person, you can decline. I accept. Now having accepted, see how rapidly it has come and it tells you the path. It has got installed in the downloads folder. Let me open up that folder, and as you can see, the file is here. So you see that image file is here. You can transfer movies like this. So if you've got the latest Tiger movie of Salman Khan, or if you've got the latest James Bond movie, which is like 1 GB, 2 GB, trust me, the system works very beautifully. It transfers the entire file within a fraction of a minute. It's much better than transferring via Bluetooth directly. So I'm just showing you how you transfer. You can transfer it like that. You can go into the settings here and you can rename your device here. You can choose where you want to store the receipt files. So this is the path. You can store it on the desktop in the downloads folder, or you can choose any of your drives wherever you want. If it's an educational file, you can choose your education data depending on your need and how you have classified the file system on your computer or your laptop. You can choose that respective folder and store it over there. And then you can decide, again, the securities are here. Do you use everyone mode temporarily or do you keep it on at all the time? Or again, you can choose to send it to selected contacts, your devices, or you can block it from receiving or sending to anybody. So you can make your device invisible so that you don't get hacked. So when you're not using it, keep it invisible. Only when you're using it, you can switch it on and do that. So this is nearby share. So this is another very beautiful way of transferring, but
Means
this uses,
you mean to say that, sorry for interruption, you mean to say that
yeah, yeah, go
when
ahead.
we are not using nearby share, we should be making the device invisible on our laptop or desktop. You mean to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally it remains hidden in the settings. It won't be
Okay.
seen. But then if you're getting, if you've got a potential to get hacked. So a hacker can obviously, even if you keep it hidden, a good hacker can always break it into it and get into your system. Not difficult for somebody who's a good hacker, but keeping it hidden gives you a layer of security. So if you keep it hidden, it's good. So somebody, like when we are at the airport, when we switch on our Bluetooth, let's say I'm sitting at T2 terminal at Mumbai airport and I've got some half an hour, I don't have anything to do. So I might like to listen to a song or, watch a movie or listen to a podcast or something. So I switch on my Bluetooth. The moment I switch on my Bluetooth, I see some 20 devices, listed in the Bluetooth. The moment you switch it on, I'll just show you, for example. So when you're doing this, when you switch on your Bluetooth, now see, this is Bluetooth, right? So when I press this Bluetooth and I switch it on, you see so many devices are there. So when you go to the airport, you see there are tons of mobiles waiting to hook on to you. So that's another thing. I'm not on the topic when I say this, but never keep your Bluetooth on 24 by 7. A very big way to get viruses, spamwares, and malware into your mobile. Anybody can hack into it, can use a Bluetooth channel to come inside. Never use Bluetooth on 24 hours unless you're using it. Keep it off. Only when you want to use it, switch it on, do your work, and keep it off. Similarly, never keep Wi Fi on 24 by 7. There are disadvantages. If you're running the Bluetooth and the Wi Fi 24 hours, you're also draining your battery very rapidly. So unless you're doing that, and if you're using Wi-Fi, again, I'm deviating from the topic. If you're using Wi-Fi, you need to go into something, you need to go into the details of Wi-Fi. And there's a new feature in today we are using Android version 14. That's the latest OS version out in the market. Many of you are yet probably on 12 or 13. Samsung has just released the version 14 UI, that is user interface by Samsung. That is, I think, version 6 or 6.1, which is going to run Android 14 or Galaxy phones. So that I have installed already. As you can see over here, my last version here is software information. Okay, this is Android version 14, as you can see, right? This is version 14. This is the latest by Google right now. You probably most of the phones are yet on 13 unless you want to root your phone and you want to come out of it and you want to install it yourself. Now that's breaking the phone thing, so I won't go into that. So with these phones, a lot of other leverages come, a lot of other benefits come. I won't go into that. That's a different topic. What I wanted to tell you guys was Wi-Fi. So if you go into the Wi-Fi, if you go into the settings of your Wi-Fi, there is something called here as intelligent Wi-Fi. Okay, let's see. Let me show you that. The problem is different phones have different settings hidden in different places. So There is a little struggle when you're not using multiple phones here. Okay. See, the setting is hidden here. This is intelligent Wi-Fi. What it does is it gives you a lot of leverages. It gives you a lot of features to use. One of the basic advantages, you can turn Wi-Fi on or off automatically. So if you're in sites, places which you are used to, you visit frequently, your Wi-Fi will be on. If you're in some unknown Wi-Fi sites, it will switch off automatically. That is for your security. It's a beautiful feature which has come in recently. As you can see by the red dot over here, it was not present earlier. This is something which you must use. Very important, so that suppose you're just moved out from your hospital or your home and you've gone to a conference hotel where you're listening to a talk or a conference where you're giving a talk. Now that Wi-Fi will hit your phone, but that's not a Wi-Fi that you are used to, your phone is used to. So that you don't get hacked, the Wi-Fi remains off till you manually switch it on. So unless you're visiting some site multiple times, so what happens with me is the moment I come home, my Wi-Fi is on. The moment I go to my hospital, my Wi-Fi switches on. The moment I go to my diabetes center, my Wi-Fi switches on and it logs in automatically. So for me, the movement is seamless. I don't have to log in, log off and all that. But when I go to an unknown site, my Wi-Fi does not catch. It does not become on, even if that site password I have entered in the past. So even if that Wi-Fi is a place, let's say I go to Taj Hotel for a conference and I have been in Taj and I have access to the Taj conference room Wi-Fi, right? Not the room, because the room Wi-Fi will not be accessible to you unless you register and stay in the room. But the conference Wi-Fi code has already been there on my mobile because I attended the conference 4 days back. So it should switch on, but it will not log in automatically. My mobile itself will prevent me from doing it because my intelligent Wi-Fi is on, so that hacking doesn't occur. The risk of hacking goes down. So just sort of sharing one pearl here, not for today's topic. So coming to this today's talk, so when you're using nearby share, which is a proprietary of Google, you get these benefits. You can use nearby share and you can get a lot of work done through that, but that is running through Bluetooth. Now we come to a very important app, which is Quick Share. Now this Quick Share is something which is present only in Samsung phones. It is the proprietorship of Samsung. Now, this is my laptop on which I'm working right now. This is book. This is the name of my laptop, Galaxy minus Galaxy foldable laptop here. This is book 3 that I'm using. I think book version 4 is out. It's supposed to release in Samsung's. I think in Jan they're holding their show where they're going to release the S24 as well as the Galaxy lineups, the latest lineups of Galaxy 4 Ultra books. I think they're coming out with, and Galaxy 4 foldable books also they're coming out with. The advantage in that book will be it is AI enabled. So there is artificial intelligence embedded into the processor. So a lot of work will be done. You don't have to log in into AI sites to do it for you. So anyway, that's beyond today's talk. So this is the name of my book. So this is logged on with my mobile. Now, how do you get your computer name? Just to tell you guys, you see this icon on everybody's PC called this PC. When you right click on this, okay, and you go to properties, you will get your computer name. See, this is your computer name. This is very important. You can go into this feature here and you can rename this PC. The moment you do that, you will lose a lot of licenses because your office will stop working, your Internet Explorer and all will start crashing because they recognize a license that you have based on this name. So when you're installing Windows for the first time, this name is generated automatically by Windows. You can either do that or you can give your own name. So I can jolly well call this as Alok's Galaxy laptop, whatever I want, but then do it at that time and that is where it stays. So I just opened this topic to tell you so that you can identify your laptop or your computer by the name. So this is my device's name. And as you can see over here, when I'm using this quick share, one second. Let me see where that has gone. How? When I'm using this quick share, this is where it is. See, this is my book's name. So who can send you files? Again, the settings are here. Anybody nearby, only contacts or no one. You decide. Now, this is also recognized my tablet, my Samsung tablet, which is lying nearby. That's being used by my daughter. And this is my phone, Samsung S22 Ultra, right? So I'm connected with all three of the instruments at the same time. The difference is this is made by Samsung, not by Google. So it is available only in Samsung hardwares. So whether it's a Samsung notebook or a Samsung phone, I think it is now available for non-Samsung phones also. So you need to go down to Microsoft Store. So if you're running a Windows laptop, there is a Microsoft Store available on your computer. You can log into that. Let's see, I'm not sure if it is available. But this is a Microsoft Store which is inbuilt into every Windows computer. Many people are not aware of this. You can download a lot of games, apps, and softwares from here, and this has to be logged on to your Hotmail account. So the moment you install a Microsoft Windows, it is logged into your primary Hotmail account of your choice. So you can see you can download a lot of apps and gaming instruments, and you can play arcade games. So many things are there in the store. So let's see if this quick share is there or not. So you can see quick share is there. So I was not wrong. I just read somewhere. Quick share is available now for non-Samsung phones, but laptops also. So you can update it. Mine needs to be updated, or you can open it, which I've already opened anyway. So my quick share is on. So just try it out. I've not tried it, so I won't take responsibility for what I'm saying. But quick share probably is now installable on non-Samsung hardware. If you can do that, and you can also install quick share on non-Samsung mobiles, it is something wonderful. I would encourage you guys to do that. It is much faster because it uses Wi-Fi and Bluetooth at the same time to transfer data. Nearby Share was using Bluetooth. This uses Wi-Fi and Bluetooth both. So the data speed is much more because you're using two streams of transfer here. So let's say, so I'm going to share some file to my mobile here. So the moment I click my mobile here, it opens up the window and asks me what I would like to ship. So before I do that, let me go into my mobile's innards of my mobile. Let me open up this file explorer here. And this, if you remember, I had shifted this data, right? The PowerPoint which I just showed in artificial intelligence. I've Let me go into that and let me see if the date file is yet there. Otherwise, I'll delete it. So I'm here in this document folder. It's not there. I'm here in this download folder. Again, it's not there. So generally, this is the places where things are shifted. So you can do that. So let's minimize this and let's pick up this file. Again, we are picking up, otherwise I'll pick up another file to show you because I've already shown you this. Let me pick up this file, talk about B blank or W or comma, why during presentation. These are some instructions for me when I was taking a tutorial on how to give a good Microsoft PowerPoint presentation.
We're facing some issues. Wait for a moment. Some network connectivity issues. Wait for a moment. We'll be joining soon. So as Dr. Alok Modi has said, there are a lot of technology hacks that he uses in his day-to-day life to uh, roam around the devices that he uses. And quick share is a good application, as he has said. And there are a lot of permitted combinations available for various things. So normally we use the traditional methods, as he has already said in the beginning, the email, WhatsApp, and all to transfer documents from one device to two device. But these are more easier
Agree
methods
with
to
you.
do. Welcome back, doctor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got disconnected. There was some
Yeah,
geo
not
shut
an
off or
issue.
some.
Not an
I think
issue.
at
Go
this
ahead.
time Jio updates its router, so it shuts off. At this time, I've seen always all the Jio routers stop working for some 1 or 2 minutes. I think they auto update their firmware or something like that happens. So anyway, I was
Okay,
on
go
this
ahead.
quick share here. So I was going to ship this file, right? This Word file. So I open up this Word file, and the moment I do that, okay. Now, so if you look at my phone here,
So your
it will give
screen
me a
screen is
message.
not visible, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. 1 second. I just reconnected Zoom. I forgot. 1 second.
Yeah,
Just give me a minute here.
yeah.
Okay. Now is my screen visible? Yeah,
Yes.
my screen is visible. Okay. So let me go back to quick share. So now I'm going to shift one file to my phone. So this is my phone, Dr. Alok's S22 Ultra phone. So I click on this icon here. So I open up a window. Now I can click any file. I can go anywhere I want. It's not necessary that to go there. I can pick up any file from here. There are so many files I can pick up. Okay, let's do one thing. These are some of the photos when we went to Dubai. I think these are getting little personal, so I will avoid that. Uh, okay, let me do something which is formal and professional. Okay, let's talk. Okay, I came back to this only. So let's come to this Word file which I'm shifting here. I open up this. The moment I do that, it's connecting. Okay. Now see, it says quick share preparing. See, the message came on my phone here. It's preparing quick share on my phone to accept the data. Now the data has been received from my laptop. It gives a message very clearly. I open up the data and the Word document is opening up and it tells you whatever I had typed, how to be short and sweet in your presentation. That's called as KISS. What all data and how do you present, how do you make slides, and that kind of all the data which I presented has been shifted. So some very important data, PowerPoint, some important photos and videos can be shifted so beautifully over here. And now let's do the repeat thing. Let's shift the data from the quick share from my mobile to my laptop, right? So let's go back to my mobile main screen. Now let's come to let's go to another data. Now there is a lot of data on my phone, so let's go to documents. Over here there are okay. Let's shift one of my poems. I write poems also. So this is a poem I written on 19th April 2016, and this is a small prayer which I had written for God. Okay, wait. I don't want to open my poem right now. So this is a poem which I want to shift. So this is a prayer which I've selected. Let's go to now. See, how do you go into share? Whenever you have an Explorer window, you can click on the three buttons. These three dots are very important in any app because they take you to the settings and they give you multiple features. And if you remember now, I'll just share another thing here. When you log on to a Gmail or something now, over here, see, you see these nine dots. When you open up these nine dots, Google opens up a plethora of apps for you. As you can see, there are so many apps you can work upon. There's an entire workplace, and there are so many features that we are not aware of. You can blog, you can join the classroom, you can use a Jamboard, you can read a Google book, you can use a Google Sheet, a Google Doc. So many things. Google Photos, which are there on your mobile, are very much present on your laptop continuously. They are live, updated every moment. So I won't go into that. That's a different topic. So just to tell you back, what I was talking about is this. So when I'm coming on my phone here, these are the three windows which I want you to see here. And I open up the share. See, you see this triangular sign which I told you with? So I click share here. And when I click share, I get a plethora of options here. I can send it to a Dropbox. I can open up Microsoft Team. I can share it with my corporates by running Microsoft Team. I can send it as a call. I can send it as a mail to Outlook. I can send it as a Gmail. I can put it in my Google Drive. I can create a PDF out of it. So many features are there inbuilt which we don't use. So now I'm going to use quick share over here because that is what I wanted to show you. So this is nearby share. So this is Samsung Flow, which I'm using. So I use quick share. When I do quick share over here, see, it's opened up my devices here. It's recognized my computer and my tablet both. So I click my computer here. And once I click that, it will start connecting to that place. And you can also share it to your contacts here. See, you can share it only to selected contacts. So you can send the data to your computer here. Okay, I cancel it. I reconnect it here. Sometimes these hitches occur if things are not smooth, and I think the Wi-Fi has become very slow, but it started sending. So once it sends to my computer, see now the file has gone to my computer. So let me come back to my computer here. It generally opens up the window in computer automatically as it is trying to do right now. And as you can see over here, it has opened up and this is my poem, right? So you can see my poem here. This is the poem which I just sent. I had written it a couple of years back, and this is the poem. It has come. So you can see I have done these. These are the methods by which you can share any kind of file. You can share, these are the two methods by which you can share any size of any file. You can even share a movie file of 4 GB and 10 GB and 15 GB. Give it some time, it works very beautifully. So this is how it works. These are little primitive methods. These are the current methods. These are very advanced methods and they work very well. So this is another fantastic way by which you can send the file. Now I want to show you something called as File Explorer. This is one of the best features which I like and I found it incidentally. It's a jewel which I have and I would encourage you guys to use it. It's something very beautiful. So let's come out with this feature. Let's come out of this quick share. And though this is an app, this is called as an FX Explorer. This replaces your File Explorer on your mobile. So see, on your mobile, you have your own app, which is inbuilt by Android. Now this app is your My Files. It doesn't give you a lot of functionality. It gives you functionality, but it is not that user friendly. Now this is something which I use very regularly, and this is FX. There are tons of such softwares in the market. So if you go on Google Store, let me show you on Google Store and I'll show you. So if you go on this Play Store where you download all your apps from, let me type File Explorer. When you do that, you get so many things in the market. You get EX File Manager. This is also very famous. There are very good reviews about it. You get Smart Eraser, you get CX File Explorer, File Manager, MI. Files by Google is a very beautiful app. I really love this. This does many things. It not only transfers your files, it not only gives you a file image, it also cleans your mobile very beautifully. Now, that is a different topic. I'll just touch upon it a little later. But first, I want to show you FX File Explorer, which is something which I use very regularly. So this here it is FX File Explorer. You can download it. It's very cheap. It's free of cost. If you pay a little more money, I think it's hardly 100 or 200 rupees, you will get lifelong licenses. And one more thing I'll share with you guys, in OS, if you use an iPhone or if you use a Mac, whatever app you paying money for is installable by license reasons in only one hardware. Whereas in Google and Android, if you download and pay money for an app, legally you're allowed to install it in 5 phones. So if you see over here, when you see over here, when you see this Play Store here, let me go back to the Play Store. One second. Let me go back to the Play Store. Yeah. So see, when I see can you see the number of devices where more I can install? It automatically gives me the list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more devices. This is where it is installed. These are my other phones. I can install it on all these phones legally free of cost without installing another license. And if I'm selling this phone or if I'm formatting this phone or if I'm buying another phone, I can remove it from this phone and put it on another phone. So at any time I can install with just 200 rupees, I can install on 5 phones, which is one of the best features in Android systems, which is why I like Android much better than an iOS. But it's your choice, it's individual. Of course, iPhone is a very useful phone. Anybody can use whatever they want to use. So let me close this Explorer right now. So let me open it up and let me come to the ground level. At the base level, you can see the document folder, the system folder. You should not touch this. This is where the operating system files are remaining. So unless you're an expert, don't enter into this area. It classifies your images into another folder, videos into another folder, music and audio into another folder. It gives you so much access. And this web access is something beautiful. When you click on it, and this is a little for advanced features. People who are little advanced, and I'm just talking for them, not for a standard user. Suppose you have your own server, it has its own IP address. You can give that IP address over here and you can access your own server anywhere in the world through this web access. You can clean up your mobile with junk files and all. I won't go into that. That's not there today. You can also connect with other servers through their user IDs and passwords through here. You can also use Bluetooth via FX to connect to other devices via Bluetooth. You can also scan other networks, Wi-Fi networks, and get hooked on to other devices. So there are so many features which are there in this Explorer, which is not there in the inbuilt file Explorer of Android. But for our today's purpose, we'll do something different here. What I'm trying to tell you over here is this cloud storage. This is where the beauty lies. And if you click on this, you can access your OneDrive, your Google Drive, your Dropbox, and so many clouds that you have. So if you have got Dropbox, you have got TetraBox, there are so many cloud services, Amazon Cloud Service, there are so many cloud services. Depending on where you have your licenses inbuilt, you can click on to that. So see, this is very advantageous. So on your mobile, what is happening is you not only have access to your own inner storage, which is there, you not only have access to your own inner storage on your mobile, you also have access to the cloud storage. Okay. So this is a cloud storage. Now, how do you access both at the same time? Now, the beauty here is this. One second. So see, when you click here, You can have a split view. This is something I've not seen in many other apps. When you click a split view, you get your window split into two. So now see over here, you can access your mobile storage. Here you can access your cloud storage. You saw the beauty of it. So let's say I click on this documents here. Okay, and I click on a couple of documents here which I require. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me again come back to another poem. Let's say dance and say this is a poem which I want to shift to my cloud. Okay, it could be a video file, it could be a image file, it could be a PowerPoint file, whatever. Or let's I've written this bhajan to God. So let's say I want to shift this bhajan to my cloud. So I come to cloud storage here, and I can access my G Drive, I can access my OneDrive. OneDrive is by Microsoft, and G Drive is your Google Drive by Google. So let me first access that. Let me access my Google Drive. So the moment I click it, initially I put in my Google Drive password and all. So I've accessed my Google Drive here. So now, see, my Google Photos are also here. So now what I do is I shift this data here. So I click this, I select this, and I copy this. Okay. Now I come to my Google Drive. Okay. And I paste it in my Google Drive. So see, this is the poem of which I've devoted to God, and I'm pasting it in my Google Drive. So I pasted it here. So now the file is moving from within my phone, from my phone storage to my Google Drive. Now let me come to my laptop here. Now you can see my laptop here. Now here is my Google Drive. I've already logged in for your benefit. And here is my Google Drive. Okay, it has become redundant. So let me just refresh it. So here is my Google Drive. So see, all my Google Drive data is here. Some of it is personal, so I would not like to show it in public meetings here. So let's see. So where have I've shifted that file here, right? So let me just find out where is that file. Recent files. Here is the poem. See, Namastubhyam. I just showed you I've shifted. So here is my file, the poem which I've written to God here. And I can download this file. Okay. The moment I download it, okay, I can download it on my desktop, on my computer. So, so here is the poem which I've written. So you can see this file. See this? This is the file. It has come through my mobile. Now, what is the advantage of this? Why do I like this system here? FX Explorer here. Because by doing the system, I've got the file in two places. I've got it in my Google Drive as well as on my hardware, my laptop. So I've got it in two places at the same time. So this is very useful. How do I use it? Now, suppose I have to go to Delhi to give a presentation. Now, Appicon is coming, right? The annual conference for doctors, which is coming next year in January. So I generally what I do is I keep my presentations on Google Drive or my OneDrive, because suppose my laptop honks off or the organizer's laptop is not recognizing my file for some reason, then I don't want to lose it and I don't want to carry my pen drive and my laptop everywhere I go. So what I do is I store it in the cloud and I can download it from the cloud over there and watch it. So by this method, I not only have access to my laptop as well as my cloud at the same time. So my presentations move with me. Now this presentation is there on my mobile. So when I'm sitting on the flight, when I'm sitting comfortably in my OPD with little free time, I can work on my presentation on my mobile. I can edit it and I can add or subtract on my presentation, save it, and then I reshare it. It gets shared live with my drives and my laptop, at the same time. So when I'm sitting on my laptop, let's say my mobile has been I'm working on my mobile, but my the it has been shifted on my home laptop or on my cloud. So when I come back to my home and my mobile is left for charging, I've shut off my mobile, it's there for charging. I can just open up my laptop, open up the presentation and start working from the point I left my work on. So you see, my work remains current at any time. So even if I'm using an Excel sheet or a or a Word file where I'm working, the latest updates I'm transferring and I'm keeping it. So the moment I take another hardware in my hand, my latest work is sitting in front of me and I can pick it up from there. Another advantage is when you're filing your tax returns, when you're sending your data to your auditor or to your chartered accountant, whatever work you've done on your Excel sheet or on your any software that you're using, any tax software or auditing software that you're using, that file, whatever work you have done, you work it on your laptop, shift it to your mobile like this in a fraction of a second. And when you're free in your OPD, take out your mobile and start working on it and store it and save it and come back. When you come back home, take your laptop and your file is sitting right there in the latest format and you start working over there. So this file explorer gives you this added advantage of saving your data, your file in the cloud as well as the hardware of your choice, whether it's a book or a laptop or a tablet, whatever you want. Now, what you can do also is we have opened up two windows here, right? So suppose I open up, I close this, I close both the windows, right? Now I open up this Explorer again. I open up a split view, and this time what I would do is I would open up the documents here, the folder from where I will be shifting the data, and this time I would open up OneDrive instead of Google Drive. So the moment I do that, I will not repeat the thing again. I can pick up a document here. Let's say I pick up this Asia Miles temporary membership card and I shift it to my, sorry, and I shift it to my OneDrive here, right? So now this doesn't work. It works in Windows, but what I do is I click here, I copy this, and I click here. I copy this and I paste it here. Got that? Now having done that, and I can do it vice versa. As you can see, it's very easy. I can shift a data here. I can shift this IT statement from here. I can take the zip file from here and shift it over here. So I can show you that also. Let's say this is the HDFC credit card data of my wife. I select it. I copy this and I put it on my mobile storage here and I paste it. So see, it's a 7 MB file which is getting transferred. So both ways. So I can copy the data from my OneDrive into my phone storage. So my file is equidistant in both the places. Now let me come back to this OneDrive. I showed you about Google Drive. Let's come to OneDrive. Now once I'm on OneDrive, I've just shifted some data here. So let's go to the recent files. And as you can see, now I'll have to search here. The OneDrive ka little problem is there. You have to do a lot of hard work to search where your files are. So I always find it to create a folder and then I send it. So I'll just do it once again to show you guys. OneDrive gives me that headache every time I do it. It's very difficult to pick up where your data has gone on OneDrive. So let's come here. So now what I'm doing is I'm going on OneDrive here. Okay, these are my folders. Let me go to Alpa's mobile, my wife's folder here. Okay, these are the data which is there. Now let me shift this credit card file into this folder. Then it becomes easy to find out. Okay, so let's do that. Or I'll pick up this. This will be a little easy. I pick up this membership card of AirAsia. I copy this and I shift it into the folder of my wife mobile folder. One second. Okay. So I've copied this and I have pasted here. Okay. Now this has gone in my OneDrive folder. So now let's go back to my OneDrive over here. This is my wife's mobile data. As you can see, the AirAsia Miles card sitting there, right? So this is my membership card. It has come over here. Now from here, I can very comfortably download it on my laptop and I can keep it on my laptop or on my return. So you see, this is another method by which I can shift the data in a Zippy and I get it both in the cloud as well as the laptop or the computer wherever I'm working. Not only this, this also gives me a lot of leeway where I can, let me show you the phone here. It also gives me a lot of leeway. Let me shut off these things here right now. Okay. It also gives me a lot of leeway where I can, let me close these things first. Okay. Now it also gives me a leeway where I can, let me close this. Okay. So let me open up this file explorer again for you. Okay. Okay. So here it gives me a lot of leeway where I can shift the data to servers of my choice, some other servers, some other computers where I'm working. So suppose I'm going to Jupiter or my hospital and they have their own server. I can shift data from my mobile to the hospital server. Not my, normally what I would do is I would shift it to my laptop, put a pen drive into my laptop, download the data into my pen drive, then put the pen drive into the hospital computer, shift the data, very cumbersome process. Or I'll shift it to my drive, cloud, my Google Drive or my OneDrive, and then open up OneDrive and Google Drive into my hospital computer and download. The disadvantage is many corporates will not allow you to put a pen drive or a CD or a floppy or CD ka jamana to gaya, but they won't allow you to put a pen drive into their computer for security reasons. And they are right. Why should they allow unidentified pen drives from being hooked onto their computers? You can also send in a virus or a malware, right? So they don't allow that. At the same time, many corporates don't allow you to access your personal clouds into their computer because they again have a doubt that you might install a malware. So they would give you access for personal use to a limited space in their corporate computer, which is locked down to your IP address, which the IT admins have given you. So this is where this plays a very important role. When you have this web access and FX Connect, you can connect to the server of your hospital or a corporate where you're working, where you have access, and give that address with your IT guy's permission and shift the data from your mobile directly to the space which has been given to you by our IT guys, where you have been given the password exclusively for your area on the server. So see, a lot of work can move very fast because of this very chota sa nice app that you have called as FX app. And I think if you're getting so much benefit for 120 rupees, it is worth it, right? Or 200 rupees or something. So, and you can hook it onto five mobiles, and you can shift a lot of data from five mobiles to a corporate server or for web server of your choice. So you see, there are so many myriads of ways by which you can transfer the data very beautifully. Now, this is another app which I wanted to show you called as Samsung Flow, which I'm using right now. And this is Samsung Flow. As you can see over here, this is Samsung Flow, which I'm using. It has a lot of features. It is inbuilt into my phone as well as my laptop. Now, the Samsung Flow is restricted only to Samsung computers. Again, I have read now they have opened up for non-Samsung hardwares also. So again, we can go back into Microsoft Store and see if Samsung Flow is available here. I don't think it is available, but I think it is available. I'm not sure. Let's see. So let's see Samsung Flow. Okay, so fine. You guys are lucky. It's available here. So a non-Samsung phone can also install it and open it up. Now, I'm not sure. I've not done it in my non-Samsung laptops. I've got an HP laptop, a Spectre laptop, which is something I love. It is X360, one of the most wonderful laptops I've seen. But I won't go into the hardware dissections right now. I've not installed it over there and seen because I've got other methods by which I can see there. But if you use a Samsung Flow, which I'm using right now, you can mirror your laptop. You can mirror your mobile. So as you can see, I'm mirroring my mobile. My mobile is not hooked onto my laptop. It's mirroring right now. And whatever I'm doing on my mobile, as you can see, is moving live on my laptop, right? So once you do that, if you're using Samsung Flow, you can also shift the data. So as you can see over here, I'll just show you once again. So see, here is the Samsung Flow which is running. So these are the buttons. You can go into the scanning for devices. You can go into the settings. You can choose incoming files. If you go into the settings, you can choose which mobile you will hook onto. You can choose the path where you will store. So the path which I've used is a default path, pictures and Samsung Flow. You can choose any folder of your choice. You can change it to the path you want. As you can see over here, you can use your desktop instead if you want. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. You can also send a lot of messages. So whatever SMSs are running on your phone can be seen over here. Data can be shifted directly. So when I click this plus button, I can shift a file from my laptop to my mobile. So let's say now I'm on this. I'm on this my society's file. So let me send my residential agreement, the official document of my residence to my mobile. For some reason, I want to shift it to my mobile. So I open this. Now, this is a huge file. It's some 60 pages agreement. Now it is being shifted to my mobile. As you can see, I had already done this before I started. So let me open up the flow on my mobile here. So you see, this is my flow. And as you can see, the agreement scanner is coming as two because I've already done it just as a trial, whether it's working or not. The agreement is coming here. So once it comes over here, once the Wi-Fi and all, for sometime it fails. Technology does fail sometimes. It has not gone. You can try it once again if you want. But as you can see over here, I've done so much data work on my Samsung Flow. I find it very beautiful and very easy to use. I shift a lot of data between my phone and my laptop and vice versa. So I can also shift the data which I'm doing right now. I'm clicking the plus button on my phone right now, and I'm trying to shift an image here. Let's say I shift this image opportunity for doctors. I've added here. It is added to the transfer list. Sometimes these softwares play a little rogue and the Wi-Fi becomes, I'm having some problems with my Wi-Fi right now. Thanks to Geo, it's not working. It's working intermittently. So that plays havoc with file transfer. So make sure you have a very good Wi-Fi running, which is uninterrupted. I have a 100 Mbps broadband, but somehow it's not working right now. I hope I'm audible and I'm clear, but something is going wrong with the Wi-Fi. So it's not going, otherwise it goes very fast.
It's
So a lot
working
of
fine.
data can,
It's working fine.
okay. So something I'll have to probably restart Samsung Flow and maybe I'll have to reconnect. Well, let's do that. That will be a little cumbersome process. So I didn't want to
Samsung Flow
restart.
needs to be downloaded from the Play Store, I guess.
Yes, it's available. Pellet was not available. Not is available. Only thing I'm not sure whether it's
No, no,
installable in
for
non-Samsung
phones also
hardware.
you need to download.
But the flow comes inbuilt into your Galaxy phones. Samsung Mobile has got Samsung Flow installed automatically. You don't
Okay.
have to install it from Google Play Store. It's there
No,
already.
not showing in
But
my
on
phone.
the
It
Windows
says you need to
component,
install. Fine. Okay.
on the Windows component, you have to install the Windows component on your laptop. Now, in a
Fine.
Samsung laptop, which is my Galaxy laptop, you can install it. It will get installed. But if it recognizes a non-Samsung hardware, it may not install. I'm not sure about that. So that is something you will have to see. I'm not very sure whether it
Fine.
will install in a non-Samsung hardware. Maybe you guys can install it, try it, and see. Let me just start Samsung Flow once again and show you. I don't like to keep incomplete things here. So let me go here and let me start Samsung Flow once again on my laptop. Let me start Samsung Flow on my mobile. So I think my connection is gone now from the mobile and this laptop. So I'm just restarting and reconnecting. Okay, so you've got the connection here. Let me get the smart view running. So now you can see my mobile is reconnected to my laptop. Let me try to redo the work here. Okay, let's try to get the agreement scan, which I had already spoken about.
Hmm.
I push this into my flow. It had worked already in the afternoon. I had done that. Okay, I think the Wi-Fi is having a little problem. I'm not able to get it through. It moves
Not
very
an issue.
fast.
Not
It
an
doesn't
issue.
take time, but it moves very fast. There is some problem with the Wi-Fi right now. I'm
Yeah,
happy that
not
this
an issue.
conference. So that is one thing. So Samsung Flow also you can use. It's very useful. The last thing which I wanted to show you guys is AirDroid.
Right.
Now there are many such softwares like AirDroid in the market. AirDroid is something which I've been using. It's also that the lighter form is Aircast, not Droid. You can use the Aircast, which is a much lighter form, and it works very well. So AirDroid is something again I'll show you over here. It's very much available. This is AirDroid. So if you just
Okay.
type AirDroid here, you create an account. You can log into your AirDroid account like I've done it over here. And once you do that, you can shift the ringtones, you can shift the call logs, you can shift the messages, you can shift photos, you can mirror your mobile like I'm doing right now. You can shift music, so you can shift your Google location. Everything that you want to do, file shifting between your laptop and your mobile is very much possible through AirDroid. Again, you have to install AirDroid on your laptop as well as you have to install AirDroid from the Google Play Store onto your mobile. Now, this is very useful for people who do not use Samsung phones or any other phone because all features are available there. Now, this works for any this thing. It doesn't have to be a Samsung phone. So again, if you have to go on Google Play Store, I'll just go and show you. So if you go to Google Play Store, here it is, and just type over here AirDroid, and you'll get what you're looking at. Okay,
Hmm.
so you can, like I said, AirDroid Cast or AirDroid. AirDroid Cast is a lighter form. It's only used for that. I'm not using it because I'm more comfortable with Google Flow. You can use this. You can use this. Okay, I've already got it. So I just open it up over here, AirDroid. I'm not using it much nowadays. I used to use it. And then I can hook on to I can use this because this is what is lighter form. I don't have to install it. I can directly get connected to this screen.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if I've installed it on my laptop, in that case, I need to connect to this my computer. So it will
Okay.
search for the identity of my computer, pick up the name of the computer, you'll have to give permissions to OK it, and then you can go ahead. I'll cover that later. That will take another 15 minutes to do it. We don't have much time now. It's already 4:15, 4:20. It's more than my time. So I'm not covering, but the process is similar. You know what to do. You can do it that way. Again, the restrictions are there. You can do it nearby. You can search nearby computers. You can restrict your transfer to only friends that you have authorized, otherwise, or the contacts that you authorize, otherwise not. So I've just tried to cover some very basic methods of transferring file between your mobile and your laptop. Choose whatever you want, howsoever you want it, you can do it. If nothing works, an email and Telegram and WhatsApp works always. Very basic, very simple. You can always use it. Very fast sometimes. Just one request, shift your Telegram and WhatsApp on your PC at the same time. Otherwise, you'll have a very hard time working on it. I find these two methods the best methods. These are very good methods for me. They work very fast in a Ziffy. They transfer big files very fast. But you have to be preferably on the same Wi-Fi channel wherever you are, both your laptop and this. Try not avoiding mobile data because it takes time. FX File Explorer, you have to get little used to it. You need to get a little pro, you need to get a little professional with it. So once you become a little advanced, this becomes very easy. So I use this a lot because I tinker a lot with hardware and software. So I use this a lot and it gives me a lot of leeway. But then it's your choice. Samsung Flow is one of the fastest and the easiest methods, which I find very beautifully. I've done professional presentations at national level through my mobile. I've run my PowerPoints on my mobile and I show it on the big screen in front of the entire audience in Appicon and other places. I don't even carry my laptop, and people are amazed how he can present it from his mobile because that chota sa mobile is in your hands, and I'm just running the mobile from my finger or from the stylus which Galaxy phones give you, and works very beautifully. I can draw on my mobile to illustrate a point which I'm like. If I'm presenting a talk on CGM and diabetics, I can illustrate the glycemic variability with my pen. I can actually draw on the slide and show what I'm trying to say. Makes a very effective presentation. And if it's
Right.
a non-Samsung phone, you can use an AirDroid also to do that. So I think I've covered quite a lot. I've shown you a
Yep.
lot of methods here, very simple methods, very useful methods, and very relevant methods. Try using it, try tinkering with technology, gives you a lot of benefit and help. And I'm sure you will really enjoy working on it. So that's for today, dear friends. Thanks, Pragnesh Bhai, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thanks the organizing committee and thank you, dear friends, all the delegates who have taken the pains to tolerate me for the last 1 hour. And I hope it makes your life easy and better and more useful tomorrow. And come back with your comments and suggestions and let us know what other topics you would like us to cover and what other things you would like me to cover on this topic. So thank you very much and grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alok Modi, for a very elaborate talk on file transfer between various devices. And I like the amazing way that you interact with various devices and with various interfaces that you are using. You are, as you are rightly covered, starting from basics, for the most gross things that we use in day-to-day thing, like WhatsApp and Gmail to share the document, from the most pro things like FX file developer and AirDrop Cast and Samsung Flow and something. While talking to you, I downloaded a couple of applications which I would like to love to use in the coming time. So thank you very much for sparing your valuable time. I think it will be a good lesson to learn, even if you are a starter or if you are a pro in the field of technology. This was a very good lucid presentation. Thank you, Dr. Alok Modi, and thank you everyone for joining. Keep tuning to us. Subscribe to our Hitcon YouTube channel for more such interesting topics, and we'll be meeting soon in person very soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.